And this is not one of those overcast days. The sun has returned and the breeze is accompanying the sun. Good morning, welcome to my morning live chat. Thank y'all for those of you who've been checking me out. Thank you for coming along for the walk. Because, you know, there's actually a run after this. And, but y'all get a chance to walk and talk with me as I just kind of, rant about things that are on my mind. And mess with me on that, David Brown, what's up, man? Where you been, bro? I guess we mainly saw each other during the nighttime. So, Miss Kenyatta Kelly, how are you? Kevin, what's up, my man? All right, y'all. Now the sun is in my eyes. I can't see y'all anymore, so, and it distracts me when I try to look at the comments and stuff. So what y'all are gonna do is just watch me as I just share my thoughts. I look forward to hearing your comments later. I know you've seen the topics. Those are just some of the things I just jot down that's on my mind. And it's political season, so I'll have some political topics. I'm trying to move away from them. But in my God, my Lord, Kimberly Nicole Best, hey girl, what's up? I'm trying to let this vitamin D hit me. There you go. Y'all see that sun? Y'all better get out here in it while you still can, because after 1 o'clock, you better get out. You're gonna get out in this damn sun at your own risk. Well, y'all share this live and mess with your boy on that Cash App. I have my Cash App and my PayPal. So fool with me if you cool with me. You hear me? I'll let that car go by. And so, as I make it to my area where I do most of my my walking and talking. Hold on. I'm in the shade. Let me see what y'all wrote really quickly. Hey, Kimmy. Davey said, working hard. This distance learning, teaching is hectic and tedious. I can believe it. David, I've also seen where some children are actually cutting up, cussing the teacher out in some of those virtual teaching situations. So, but we all have to learn something new. We have to do some form of adjustment. So this pandemic is really causing us to reach inside deep to find out things about us that we didn't know and learn things that we didn't know we could learn. So the pandemic has had a lot of pluses as well as some minors, and don't forget the adventures. So shout out to the pandemic in that regard. But for those of you who are new to this, I've been doing this for like almost 2 weeks now, just doing my little walk and chat. And guess what, y'all? When I first started this chat, I weighed 155 pounds. This walk and chat thing. Now all of a sudden, I went by my brother's house last night, paid him a visit. I took him a bowl of my it came out great. My pinto beans I made in my crock pot, chicken wings, and a few pieces of my cornbread. And I went into his bathroom and stepped on the scale. I'm down to 142. I didn't mean to. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna show y'all something really quickly. I just saw. All right, I probably shouldn't touch it, but I am. That was somebody's mouth. But look what that says. Can anybody see what that says? Somebody's mask came off, and it said that I am not a sheep. So we have some mass protesters out here. Y'all see that? I am not a sheep. Ew. All right. So, yeah, people are tripping in their own different ways, I guess. But so I made it up here. Let me put this up here. And so down to 142. I'm like, damn it, I'm just trying to lose the stomach, not lose my beefcake. My beefcake is what makes me look like a man. I guess I can be a slender man, but you don't want to be short and little, I don't think you want to do that. So I'm going to work on it. I guess I have to start all the way from the basics. When you're trying to lose stomach and stuff like that, or at least get it together, you have to lose other stuff. And then when you get your stomach down, then you build everything else back up. I think that's what's happening. Yeah, I'm down to 142 from 155 in a little over a week. I'm telling you, this sun, man, it melts. And it's also, it rejuvenates because skin is looking a little different. I'm drinking water and stuff too, so that helps out. Let's see real quick. Let's see, Danita. Hey, Danita, what's up? Looking good. Looking like your mom, Debbie. Keep teaching. God bless you. Right on, Danita. Shout out to my cousin Kylan. Tell him I said what's up. Anyway, I'm making my first lap around this parking lot that I walk in every day. All right, so let's get to the topics. But before I do that, I want to shout out to my man, two people, my hometown of Memphis, Tennessee. Reverend Dr. PhD, Kevin Brooks, who returned home to Memphis a while back, and he's making an impact already as it relates to how our people are behaving in the city of Memphis and trying to make a difference in the violence there among our young people. He was on the news, Fox 13 News yesterday. He was on live talking about this young man who was murdered in the neighborhood surrounding Booker T. Washington High School. And Kevin, that was a good look, bro. He had on his preacher collar with the white there in the middle. But he's, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, he's a different kind of preacher. He's what's called one of those black liberation preachers that teaches about freedom, not just economic, but freedom. That black liberation freedom that Malcolm X talked about, that James Combs talked about, that even your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ talked about, the actual Jesus, not the one that they want to paint like this little wuss that let people kick his ass. So anyway, shout out to Kevin Brooks, and also the second person, my longtime friend and former hairstylist, Pearl Eva Walker, who has this popular website group page called Memphis Raise Your Expectations, and she's also one of the leaders in trying to get Memphis Light, Gas, and Water in check and Tennessee Valley Authority in check. So shout out to those two people who are lifting the voice of the voiceless and those who are too afraid to lift their voices. So shout out to those folks. I'm there with you in spirit. Thing I can do, let me know, because everybody know I'm still M-Town down, M-Town bound. But I appreciate Dallas just a little more. And so, shout out to those folks, because a young man, I think his name is Brandon Cummings. I don't want to get his name wrong, but 17-year-old young man who's set to graduate next year, I guess. I don't know all the ins and outs, but I'm glad that he came out and specifically addressed that and made it about, all the children, but we put a focus on something that we don't seem to like to focus on, that is black boys and black men, and also intra-violence, violence within the same group. So that needs to be addressed, as well as the city's lack of accountability or giving a damn when it comes to the cosmetics of the area that surrounds Booker T. Washington there in South Memphis. So shout out to Dr. Kevin Brooks and Pearl Eva Walker. Shout out. So anyway, if you came on here, you saw my topics. I'll run by them so I won't forget them. My first one is addressing this Trump derangement syndrome. Trump derangement syndrome. It's a real thing. The next one is black women are not, I repeat, are not the most unprotected and disrespected group in the country. I'll explain to you who is. And third, politically, what do black men want? What are our issues? What are our political issues? Because I rarely hear black men talk about it. I've heard women, Jews, gays, Hispanics, they all have something with black men, but what is it? I've heard people say stuff on our behalf, but I have not heard black men say exactly what are our issues. And if your brothers is coming in on here and y'all share this live, share this live, share this live, that's the question I'll always ask. Black men, what are our issues? Okay, instead of arguing about the candidates, what exactly are your issues? What are our issues? All right, let me go back to the top. This Trump derangement syndrome. It's for those of you who don't know what it is. You know, the mere mention of Trump, let's see y'all start disappearing, because I said Trump. See, when I mention that, people get this anger, this anxiety in their body. It's unexplained. They don't know why. They just get upset. The derangement is how they react, just verbally, violently. And if I think they saw a Trump supporter in person, they just go nuts. That's the derangement aspect of it. Just go nuts. And the syndrome is that it's almost as if it's incurable until, I guess, the election is over. It's something about that. And now I want to talk about the intra-racial Trump syndrome, meaning it's so bad that if you are black and you mess around and sing, and if you sang at Trump's inauguration, bless her heart, Chris and Michelle, black people think they have this power to cancel you. And the only way they do that, I guess, if you make money with or from black folks. Chris and Michelle sang at Trump's inauguration, and black folks went fucking ape shit and bananas. Now, Chris and Michelle is a neo-soul singer. She never bothered anybody. All her music was about love, black people loving each other. Just, if y'all know who Chris and Michelle is, and she got paid, I think, about $500,000 plus. She sang at his inauguration, and black folks went nuts. I mean, but no, mainly black women. Because black men don't really be tripping on women too tough unless there's some tramps or some thoughts. Black women led the charge in canceling Chris and Michelle because mainly black women, I guess, bought her music and mainly at her concerts. And so this sister girl love just stopped because of her doing her job. You know how y'all been saying that Kamala Harris was just doing her job? Well, Chris and Michelle was just being paid to do her job as an entertainer, as a singer. And y'all and black women led the charge in attacking this sister to the point that it impacted her personal life. And I don't know who's happy about that. If you're a sick son of a bitch like the Joker in the Batman cartoons. You know, the woman, her relationship fell apart. She even explained that she even went through a miscarriage. Because my only fault with that is she gave a damn about what black women thought. That's the goddamn problem. So, and she took it to heart because that was her audience. And she's been struggling to come back. She's even went so far as to go on this apology tour. And all this pandering and apology tour. Baby, you ain't need to do that. Just make good music. Or get you a pop producer. Get you a urban pop producer. You know, people who used to write for Whitney Houston. And change your audience. You ain't got to worry about black chicks. Get on one of these pop stations and change your music, and boom, you ain't got to worry about that. You know, and I don't like that. That woman never bothered anybody. She never said a word about anybody, any harsh word in her music or in her interviews about anybody. And they thought it was okay to try to ruin this woman's her singing career, something that she enjoys doing. That's how she made her living. Who gets a kick out of that? Because of someone working at a job? And ain't nobody booed these black chicks that work in strip clubs for white men all day long. Ain't nobody told them at the parking lot, bitch, you canceled. You going there shaking your ass and your booty meat and getting your titties felt on for this white man in this strip club. But y'all mad at her? Y'all got mad at Chris and Michelle. So that was part of Trump derangement syndrome. But I find it very convenient that she wasn't the only one on that stage. It was a gospel singer by the name of Travis Green. Y'all know who it is, those you gospel lovers. He's a young part of young generation of gospel singers with that little thick chick that wear all the weave, Jacqueline Carr. And yeah, she can stand to lose about 30 pounds and of hair, and about 40 pounds, 50 pounds. Little weight. She's short, but she's a little thick, little stumpy something. But she can kind of sing her ass off. I saw it that tribute to Yolanda Adams. It's the battle is not yours. Yeah, it's the Lord. Well, she can belt out a note, but that wasn't a good look for her as a young lady. She's a young lady. I don't even think she's 30. So change your look up, lose a few pounds of Jacqueline Carr, and lose 3 pounds of weave. That'll help out a lot, sister. Now sing your ass off. So anyway, if y'all want to see that performance, this is Leandra Johnson, Jacqueline Carr, and Kelly Price doing a tribute to Yolanda Adams at I think the Trumpet Black Music Awards or something like that. It was an awesome performance, my God. And I'm not even a huge gospel fan. I'm a fan of people who can sing. I love to hear people who sing. I don't care what music they're singing. If they can sing, and that damn Leandra Johnson, I'm telling you, she is gospel music. She's the empress of gospel music. Now, in her private life, she's a little trifling. I said, God damn, she the Kiki Wyatt of gospel music. Every CD she comes out with, she's pregnant. My God, and not always by her husband. Yeah, I said it. So yeah, but when she's singing, I am there. So anyway, this guy, Travis Green, you know, one of them, and it's weird how these little male gospel singers have these little weird ass voices. And they sing like, Lord, and we, you know them dudes that sing like that? That's weird. Why you sound like a chick? And that's how these little black boys in church are being trained to sing, because the church is majority women, 95% women, so the boys can't sound like Luther. They can't sound like Teddy Pendergrass, no, like masculine when they sing. They have to, like, what kind of gas, weird ass shit is that? But a lot of the little dudes in gospel music are some fruity cats anyway. So, Travis Green had his ass on stage and a full choir. But it's interesting how those same black women who canceled this neo-soul singer, they didn't touch the effeminate, halfway gay gospel singing boy, Travis Green. Y'all go look at him go look him up on YouTube. I found that to be very amazing. And nobody pointed that out, but I pointed out when it happened. I said, wait a minute, Chris and Michelle wasn't, and some people might give it the excuse, well, she's the bigger name. But no, his name was also called when they did the performance. So we can't do that. So why didn't they attack him? Okay, y'all. That's my Aquarius mind. And then let's go to, I'm furthering the Trump derangement syndrome. See, people, and I'm talking about in our race, in our community, because I can't ever get a reason why this black hatred for Trump is so deep. I mean, the hatred for Trump is so deep that people can't even give intelligent, informed, research accompanied responses. He an asshole. He is this and that. I'm like, okay, I got it. I believe you. Because I hear the stupid shit he says. I hear the silly shit he says. But where's the policy? For me, that's why I would dislike a politician in most parts. Okay, let me get past the fucked up personality. What policies has he passed that's actually impacted me as a voter negatively? But then these Trump derangement syndrome folks will look just right past Biden and Harris's record. Now that's where the unfairness and the weirdness comes in. Now you can punt on everything that Trump has said, from grabbing to the pussy or China. That dude is silly. Oh, he said when he told those reporters, no, you already asked your question, not you, you. I was gonna ask you, I already asked you, or the one where he stormed out. See, I can keep record of all of that, but somehow you can't keep up with his record of when he's actually helping people in his policy. And I think his issue is two things. You have those never-Trumper Republicans who are using him, and then his own personality is like when a farmer gets up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning and spends all his time milking a cow in a big pail. And then he finally gets the pail full. Then he turns around when he's done to take his gloves off. He accidentally kicks the damn pail of milk over. That's what Trump does, because he signed some policy that's really been beneficial, not just to Americans in general, but to black folks. But then when you have that up, these Trump derangement blacks will come and say, well, that ain't you. He did this because of that. I mean, y'all just know he's in the main brain and everything. And I know as I'm talking, y'all can say, Rico is a Trump supporter. And that's another part of Trump derangement. You can't have a civil, equal, factual-filled conversation about all the candidates unless you're saying some fucked up shit about Trump. If you don't say anything fucked up or evil about Trump, you're a Trump supporter. That's your guy. Yeah, you're a Trump supporter. I'm like, goddamn. I never said what you were, but it's very obvious that you're for Biden, Harris, or you're a Democrat. Y'all see how that works? So I don't have those conversations. I just put the stuff out there and watch the Trump derangement syndrome just take its course. It's weird. You make it difficult to have a legitimate conversation with other blacks about this whole politics thing, because if you're black, if you're not open up your mouth, fuck Trump. I mean, there are ladies, fuck Trump. But you don't say fuck that preacher who's fleecing your flock every Sunday. You don't say fuck that white man at your job that got on your nerves. You don't tell him out loud. Fuck Trump. That's cool too. But we gonna say fuck him. Let's say fuck everybody. You don't say fuck the drug dealers in your neighborhood or the neighborhood where your mama still live in. You don't say fuck the drug dealers or the gang members. You don't go there and say fuck that. You don't write fuck them all over social media. And guess what? It's your right to do what you want. I'm just pointing out the duality and the double standard. That's what I'm talking about. You got all that energy for a white man you ain't gonna never meet, but you ain't got no energy for a motherfucker you ride past, walk past, jog past, look past every motherfucking day. Cowards. You don't say fuck them old dumbass rappers that holler the N-word all the time in their music. You ain't say fuck you Cardi B, fuck you Megan Thee Stallion when they put that dumbass rap song out, did you? Well, I'm talking about black folks be tripping. So I can't take the American Negro seriously a lot of times. And no, I'm not defending Trump. I know he defending Trump. No, I'm defending logical behavior. And those of you who know me know I don't give a fuck how you label me. And then labeling me ain't nothing new. So I'm gonna keep pushing through with the logical conversation. Hell, and life don't have any facts. You just have emotions. Well, he said this, he said that, but what the fuck did he do? See, and they talk about lesser of two evils. To me, it's not even a fucking contest. They're the same elitist, racist white man. And every time you ask a Trump derangement Negro, well, what is it about it? Well, he said, wait a minute, he said, oh yeah, when he wasn't president, he was just a private citizen, he said that about the Central Park 5. Okay. Well, Joe Biden was a congressman, and he put together a policy that said, I don't give a damn how they got in a situation in the inner city. I want them in jail. You can treat them motherfuckers then. He said it, and he did it. He was a congressman. Well, you know, when Trump wasn't the president or nothing, he had his own money and had his own business called an apartment building, and he didn't want rent to black folks. Joe Biden said, as a congressman, if you don't know who to vote for, you ain't black. so I'm talking about what people say and what the fuck they do. Kamala Harris said, I don't give a damn if you did. It was a little baggie of weed. You still gonna go to jail about 10 goddamn years. 3 strikes, Bill Clinton was president, signed that bullshit. Y'all see what I'm talking about? See, that's how logical men think. But these beta male brothers and just women, period, thinking on an emotional level. Look at what is done, not as what was said. And then all of a sudden, when you can't get him on anything that he's done directly to black folks, all of a sudden Negroes are global. Well, you know, other leaders are laughing at America. Oh, you an American now? You 3/5 motherfucker? You an American now? You 3/5. Police pull you over more than anybody, but you an American now? Get out of here. See how that Trump derangement syndrome works? Y'all are not the full Americans and shit. It's just funny. And I'm telling y'all facts. Go read the Constitution. You mean you full American now? When your fucking voting right, you got voting rights voted on every 25 years? That's not an American. That's a goddamn visitor. That's an indentured servant. That's a slave. Hell, that's what we need to be working on. Boy, you always talking about, and then now we got this other Scott motherfucker talking about, well, you know, he put those immigrants in a cage. Motherfucker. Two things. That's nothing new. Every president's had what's called a detainment or a detention center for people breaking the goddamn law. You can't sneak into a country. It's illegal. And what they supposed to put you in a motherfucking Holiday Inn? People are stupid. Hell, they getting treated nicely compared to if you took your black ass to Guatemala, if you took your black ass to Canada, and I'm talking about snuck over in Canada, if you snuck over in Mexico, you think they gonna give you free motherfucking child care, health care, food stamps, a motherfucking immigrant number? Hell no. You gonna get arrested in their little raglan ass jails. And you praying that the American consulate will send somebody to come represent your dumb ass. So stop all this stupid shit. Well, you know, they really mistreating the immigrants. And here's another. He said he's gonna build a wall. So fucking what he didn't. And yeah, politicians have made campaign promises all the goddamn time. But not once did they ever said, I got hot sauce in my purse. I got hot sauce in my jacket. Ain't never said no shit like that, but y'all still voted for Hillary. I'm just saying, Trump derangement syndrome, it devoids you of logic. It drains your intelligence. Have a real conversation and stop attacking people who's trying to have a conversation with you. And then, I had a young woman that's on there now. Well, fuck Trump and fuck everybody who vote for him, and they gonna always be on my shit list. I promptly responded to her. I will make sure I spread the word, and I'm sure they will be devastated. See how there's this false sense of power? You have no power here. You have no power. You're just a bunch of shit talking. Hell, you got that much goddamn power to put somebody on a shit list. Go to Chicago and get them motherfucking shooters on your shit list. Hell, go to your own ghetto neighborhood and put them motherfuckers on your shit list. You gonna put people who ain't bothered nobody on your shit list because their political opinion, their political differences? Are you kidding me? Hell. And then all of a sudden now we all black. No, goddammit, I'm black all year round, but it's hard to get motherfuckers to be all black. It's funny, only during election season, but y'all want all of us to vote Democrat. We don't have to fucking vote Democrat because we're black. Who told y'all this shit? It's stupid. We have the right to use our vote however the fuck we want to. It's weird. Well, you know, our ancestors died for the right to vote. What ancestors? You mean ancestors 1 million years ago? Ancestors 25,000 years ago? What are you talking about? It's weird. And by the way, I'm gonna meet you halfway, Trump derangement syndrome blacks. When the people doing the civil rights movement, they didn't vote, they didn't fight for you the right to vote, for you to do it for Democrats. They want you to just have the right to vote. You can use it as you choose. You know, you can use it as you please. It doesn't matter how long as you have the right. Now what you do with it is your personal business. You don't have the right to get in people's personal business and tell them how the fuck they should vote or try to bully and shame them into voting the way you want them to. Here, if you want them to vote, give them some money, motherfucker. This is capitalism. If you want me to vote a certain way, my vote costs $10,000 a motherfucking liver. But for you Trump derangements, I'll take $500 from each one of you. And you tell me who to vote for, I'll vote for him. How about that? But you ain't gonna bully me. You ain't gonna tell me who the fuck I should be voting for because I'm black. And a lot of you ain't never heard of no books that talks about being black. We want to tell, you come to political season, talking about some, well, you know, lesser of two evils. Who's still doing that? Y'all, you're a child. It's okay to abstain. It's okay to abstain from that shit. And I know I'm looking at the numbers just decrease. That's right. So, this shit is crazy. You know, it don't make any sense. Grow up. Have the conversation. Stop going on people's pages and attacking them. If you put something up there, you know, just like boom, 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 and move on. Shit is crazy. Trump derangement syndrome. As soon as you hear the word Trump, your antennas go up. But when you hear the word gang member, y'all just move on past it. Drug dealer, you move on past it. Black rapper, you move on past it. But Trump, oh my God, it's the end of the world. We're all gonna die. You're not gonna die, goddammit. This shit is crazy. What are you people doing? Cut it out. I'm gonna do what I did last year. I'm gonna do what I did last year after the election. I'm gonna take my ass to work in the morning. But I don't know, this is the pandemic. I mean, I'm talking about 2016, I'm sorry. In 2016, when the election was over, I got my ass up, went to work. That's what you're gonna do. For those who went back to work during the pandemic, I'm saying. But if not, you're gonna get your hustle on like you've always done. Because we just act like we're just so in tuned into politics. We're not. Don't nobody respect the black vote. They pander and cater to the black vote through the black female. They don't even cater to black men. They just do it to black women. Shit, this shit is crazy. Yeah, and I need sisters to become less ego-driven, less egotistical, or less narcissistic, and start thinking about all of us, not just your damn self. So, the Trump derangement syndrome. I guess I'll find another example. I know some people probably gonna have to take some nerve pills after they get through here in this segment of what I'm talking about. Damn, he met Trump. He must be a Trump. All of a sudden now, this shit is crazy. You know, and you become so politically intelligent all of a sudden. But you're ignorant the other fucking 4 years. You just, I'm telling you. And now if you notice, everything I've said is down the middle. But it's very interesting that y'all can conveniently look over the records of Biden and Harris and then just act like Trump has just really destroyed America. America is what it is. Let me tell you something about you folks to be saying this shit. Well, Trump's administration has emboldened the white supremacists. Let me tell y'all something about the word white supremacy. When we were talking about it in the early 90s, y'all looked at us like we was fucking crazy. Dr. Francis Cress Welsing was talking about it since the 70s. And Dr. Amos Williams, Dr. Ben Yakahanan, Dr. John Henry Clark, all of the scholars were talking about white supremacy. Y'all motherfuckers like, what white supremacy? I don't know what that is. So instead of saying white supremacists, you little uppity multicultural Negroes gonna say white privilege. It's white supremacy. We've been talking about that shit. Ask anybody who's ever been in a conscious community that talked about white supremacy. It's a different systematic system. It's a different system. White privilege. So y'all don't want to just call it what it is. Now that it's been made popular, you got white folks saying white supremacy. How the fuck you gonna stand next to somebody white and they say white supremacy? You're a benefactor of white supremacy, motherfucker. Yeah, you know, we got to fight white supremacy. How you going to put white supremacy on just a group of white folks and the country is all white damn near? That's stupid. All of them benefit from it. Whether they're acting nice with you, but they get mean with your ass, they have direct access to the system that'll show you their white supremacy. You understand? Y'all stop fooling with these liberal whites. They don't do nothing but set y'all up to look stupid and say dumb shit to you. Now, you know who I'm talking about, these so-called democratic liberal white folks. You know, yeah, they cool for partying with and kicking the whip. But when it come down to business, guess what? They take care of their white business. They go right back in line with white folks. Even the Democratic Party. See, you probably said, Rico, damn, why you talking about Democrat? Because we don't fool with the conservative and Republicans. So I'm talking about the Democratic Party. Duh. Yeah. That's why I'm talking about it, because it has not been beneficial to blacks. All it does is, someone gave a great example. I was watching the YouTube channel. Judge Joe Brown was on there, man, killing the game. Shout out to Judge Joe Brown there in Memphis. We love you, Judge. I love you, Judge. He is a great example of male masculinity, alpha male behavior, a man, not afraid to use his career and his voice to uplift the plight of black men and black boys and masculinity. That seemed to be the thing that they're working on feverishly to get rid of in this society. Get rid of male masculinity. They want everybody to be, yes, hunty, yes, bitch, what, bitch. That's how they want all the guys to act, so the women can feel comfortable. And then women that feel comfortable around a bunch of gay dudes and all that, there's something wrong with you. Because the natural order thing, you have masculine and feminine, man and female. For women who think that's cute, you need to go see a therapist. You got women talking about, well, it's the men either gay, in jail, or dead. And then on Friday, Saturday night, you got one woman and 3 gay guys walking in the club. Total contradiction and weirdness. And then you're rearing your sons like girls. So yeah, when I hear women say that, so there it goes some more foolishness. But what was I talking about? The Trump derangement and why I'm not mentioning the conservative. Oh, Judge Joe Brown. Yeah, he was on there speaking the entire truth about male masculinity. But I'm still talking about this Trump derangement syndrome. It's weird. It's a real thing. You said the motherfuckers just start tripping. Or you just mention the politics. Well, and then let me tell you something, you motherfuckers be talking about some. I don't care if it's a cat, dog, or a snail, or a puppy. As long as he's not there. And motherfucker told me the major goal, the broad goal is to get Trump out. And all right, after you get Trump out, then fucking what? Let's say we vote him out. Let's say he loses. Then what's the plan? I'm going to tell you what the goddamn plan is, to go back to sleep. That's the plan. You will sleep under Obama for 8 years, and and Trump came and shook shit up. And then you have this, like I said, his presidency has emboldened the white supremacists. So embolden means to bring them out, right? To put a face on them, right? Isn't that a good thing, so you can see your enemy? Other than suspect who it might be? That's the weirdest damn logic. So if they're talking shit to you, now you know who it is. You can put a face to the suspicion. That's a good thing in my opinion. You turn the light on, you see who everybody is. No, but black folks want to walk in the dark and feel their way around. Like they did under Clinton and Obama. And that's the problem. Y'all tell the truth to why you're really mad about him being president, because he's not having Negro galas at the White House. He ain't celebrating black women of soul. He ain't doing that. That's not his fucking job. His job is to run the country. And now we can all debate whether they're doing a great job or not. There's some folks that tell you great job or not. It'll just be a big ass debate. Ain't no slam dunk debate on, well, he fucked up the country. You got just as many people on the other side saying, I don't have a problem with him. So stop talking like your word is the only motherfucking word. Are you insane? Yes, you have Trump derangement syndrome. Because y'all be surprised. Y'all didn't learn nothing about the 2016 election? Y'all forget how many white folks in this country. At least 8% of black men say, you know what, fuck the Democratic Party. And y'all, I think, it's gotten up to close to 14% of black men. If I understand, Dr. Boyce Watkins said the Democratic Party needs about 65% of black vote in all. Now, they're going to get 99% black women, but if they don't get at least 80% black men, it's going to be a problem. And guess what? Black men are falling off thanks to that Kamala Harris thing. Y'all can be mad about it, but black men are not your pets. We are not. Just in that Sierra video, this stupid bitch, she gonna talk about some, I have a good pet, I can pet him, I can sick him on you when I need to. Did anybody catch that line in her song? Oh, I said, send that now. Y'all need to cancel her. Cancel Sierra. Y'all right here canceling Chrisette Michelle. And then y'all bullet, let me go back to, I'm zigzagging, but I'm still talking about Trump derangement. And then y'all had Polar Jennifer Holliday, who was going to get paid $780,000 to sing at the inauguration. Due to the pressure Online pressure. I don't know what the fuck that is. What is online pressure? Jennifer Holliday, legendary singer. I am telling you, I'm on your side. She redid the Angela Bofield song. And she, probably the biggest paycheck that she had in 25 years, 20 years, $780,000 to sing one song or a gospel song. I think, did she sing there? She turned it down. Like, shit. Y'all motherfuckers been mad as I'm laying on the beach in Jamaica. Woo. This shit is crazy, but guess what? I bet y'all ain't gonna cancel Jada Pinkett with her cheating ass, right? Y'all gonna be right there glued to her red table talking her hypocritical ass. So that's why I don't pay people any attention. Y'all ain't cancel none of these housewife shows. How many of y'all gonna cancel cancel P Valley, that disgusting fucking nasty ass show that grown ass black folks with college degrees watching and talking about on Facebook? Grown ass black men and women watching that trash ass TV. Y'all ain't gonna cancel that. But y'all wanna cancel someone who's never done a thing to you for singing at a goddamn inauguration for $500,000+ for 30 minutes of singing? All money ain't good money. Yeah, I get it. But with that money wouldn't hurt nobody. Yeah, that money, by her turning it down, y'all hurt her. Karma didn't hurt her. Black women hurt her. But then you want to talk about, and I'm getting to my next point, black women are the most unprotected and most disrespected. Yeah, by other black women, goddammit. If you want to hear the truth, come here. I'm not here to kiss your ass. And I don't just talk like this on here. Talk like it in person too. But you know, I'm a little calmer in person because we're talking, having a conversation. But I don't have this conversation like this in person. Not for free. Because it's a waste of time. Blacks have no interest in talking about things that lead to solutions. They just want to tell you, I don't like what you said to me. I don't like how you said it. So I learned that as a student at Grambling State University, when I used to express myself in my newsletter, that blacks had no interest in any solution. They just want to tell you what you can't say. This shit is crazy. So that's one of the reasons I started accepting donations accepting donations, charging for my newsletter. If you're going to try to tell me what to say, pay me. And that's how I am now. If you saw me in person, don't ask me shit about what I said on Facebook. Unless you're a little cutie under the age of 35, under a size 8, about 5'3", cute little something, 21 to 34 years old, no kids, no tattoos, no weave. Then you can, and with a sweet voice, sweet demeanor, then you can ask me stuff. But if you come in here with a smart-ass mouth, I'm going to ignore you like you weigh 300 pounds and you're 5'2". Get the fuck away from me. I don't care. I don't want to talk to you. So that's how I roll. That's probably the only group of women that can get that free conversation out of me. Maybe 15 minutes. So that's how I roll, y'all. You getting it free up here, but in person you got to pay me. Cash at me. $100 per question. You got to want to ask me anything. $100 per question on the Cash App. Then I ask one question, no follow-up. Yes and no answers. But if you want to dialogue, invite me. My speaking fees start at $5,000 and go up. If you want to ask me. I know, well, nobody want to ask you that much. Yeah, goddamn it, you want to ask. But you got, I mean, outside of Facebook, yeah, you got to pay me. I'm done. I learned as a student at 24 years old, undergrad and graduate student, don't give your stuff, don't give your gifts away, Rico. And people have always said that, don't give your gifts away. So, they got all that going on. You won't cancel on these dumbass shows, you gonna cancel Pope Chrisette Michelle and the Trump derangement. And here these other people. What's some other stupid shit people are saying? All right, know the big picture is just to get Trump out. That's dumb. No strategy. Then afterwards, what are we going to do? I'd say if you got him out, what are we going to do? Are we going to start coming together as a race? As a community? Are we going to get rid of the drug dealers and the gang members? Are we going to talk about the harmful effects of single motherhood? Are we going to talk about that? Are we going to really come down and clamp down on teen pregnancy? Are we going to do that? Are we going to talk about are we going to really direct and let our people know, those who are fat and beyond, you are unhealthy? Are we going to do that? Are we going to start opening up our own schools and teaching our own children with our own money? Are we going to do that? So why the fuck you want to get Trump out and we going to go back to the same bullshit? And let you know that he's not our issue. We're our fucking issue. You understand? And then all right, here's these other folks. Well, you know, the president gets to pick all the Supreme Court nominees and all that. No, what he does is nominate them, and the goddamn Congress and the Senate approves them. He can pick whoever he wants to, but if the goddamn Congress and the Senate don't approve them, they don't get through. How come y'all forgot about that in the civics class in the 8th grade? Damn, all this what I call red alert emergency ass conversation, and no logical. So I'm trying to see if I left anything out on the Trump derangement syndrome. Trump derangement syndrome. Do y'all have a clear understanding? So when you respond to somebody who never said who they support, they just put a post up there, you check your Trump derangement syndrome. Well, like women like to tell men, you need to check your misogyny, your sexism at the door. You check your Trump derangement syndrome and don't attack innocent people who are just trying to create dialogue. I mean, I got people with law degrees, master's degrees, husbands, wives, fathers, mothers, fucked, and to come up with that old ghetto harsh ass language. Just because you don't like, you're triggered by the name of a political candidate, but you're not triggered by Biden. And he told you, you ain't black. You don't know who to vote for, me or Trump, you ain't black. I was done. You ain't gonna tell me about my race because you want my vote. And all they do is pander so childlike to black. They don't even offer tangibles. And now they want to now he want to talk about, everybody knows to do this. Well, we're going to increase funding for HBCUs. We're going to create free college. And blacks say, yeah. Let me tell y'all something about when people say I'm going to provide free funding for HBCUs or all that shit. Let me tell you something. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, black college graduate or black supporter of black HBCUs. You know why they need so much goddamn funding? Well, number one, it's been owed to us, so they ain't doing no motherfucking favors. That's what you should be addressing. Give us the same funding you give to Baylor in Texas or UCLA in California. The same motherfucking $100 million for each school every motherfucking year. So y'all let them dangle a carrot that's already yours. They're going to increase funding. They already got increased funding for the white schools. White schools that was already funded from insurance off the backs of dead slaves. Why don't we do any history? We around here talking about we gonna buy into, well, we gonna increase the funding for HBCUs. We're gonna make HBCUs free. Number one, HBCUs they ain't hard to get in, but you know what the number one thing that black folks don't ever take into account? Why HBCUs are suffering? You don't send your kids to them. Hell, if 40 million blacks sent 6 million black kids to HBCUs every year, the funding will be met. Hell, how you think those white schools got all them goddamn programs and all that? The children are being sent to those schools, and your children. And then you send your top black athletes to these motherfucking schools. But history has taught me and everybody who knows how to read a book that what fucking school do you think these black athletes that got into the NBA and NFL, what schools do you think they were going to in the 40s, 50s, 60s? They were going to HBCUs. So all of a sudden now you brilliant ass fathers, well, my son gonna go to Southern to play football. How come he can't go to Southern or Grambling? How come Eddie Robinson sent a large number of black men from Grambling to the NFL? So you gonna send your son to a white school when the history has taught us that they can go to NBA, the NFL from HBCUs. How the fuck you think they got to the pros? From black colleges, because your son wasn't allowed to go to no white schools back then, remember? Something wrong with, hold on, y'all. I mean, that shit is crazy. We just do the silliest shit. Hold on. We do the silliest shit. I'm gonna be careful, because I mess around and turn this off. By accident. Okay. If I left anything out on the Trump derangement syndrome, let me know. And what else? It's life or death. God damn. It doesn't matter, people, because if see, I'm going to close by saying this. Y'all want to call Trump racist? You can. I'm sure he probably is or was, but when you understand what racism is, if you read Dr. Claude Anderson, he'll teach you what racism is. If you listen to Judge Joe Brown, he'll tell you what racism is. If you listen to Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, that sister will tell you what racism is. If you listen to Brother Neely Fuller, who wrote the Compensatory Code, it's a big white book, it's kind of thick. He'll tell you what racism is. Y'all around here, this one white man is racist. All of them have the potential to be racist. Or if they are, but the other ones are smart enough to become liberals. But they still racist in your face. You know, it's okay that poor Kiki can speak Ebonics because she doesn't know any better. She comes from an environment, even though they have schools, but she can't help but say I is and we is and ain't you. Just make it another language so we can allow Kiki can still to participate in the educational system. We ain't gonna give her no real grades. An example I was going to give earlier about how white liberals treat blacks. Because we're always begging. It's like Sally Struthers. Remember she used to have those feed the children? Please, give 14 cents a day. You will feed little Ubuntu, who's so skinny his kneecaps is coming through his skin, his ribs are showing. And by the way, send turkey sausage, because that's the kind I like. I mean, that's the kind they tend to like so much. And then they show you they pour some water in a bowl of flour mixed and meal and giving it to them. And this bitch eating all the turkey sausage. And that's how the Democrats treat blacks. But we're so educated, we're so brilliant, we're so smart, we know all the ins and outs of the politics, but we still ain't mastered. I ain't never seen a group of people that talk so much about all the three executive branches of government, but we still ain't winning. We still haven't mastered the shit yet. Every time you say something against a candidate or for a candidate or whatever that is not theirs, all of a sudden they're just geniuses. All these researchers come out of nowhere. But what the fuck are you doing the time when it's not election season? Where's your brilliance? Where's your ability to research all of the policies then? So that's the shit that be tripping me. I said, damn, all the smart people come out during election time. But I guess during non-election season, they all enjoying their jobs, enjoying their good living. Y'all cut it out. Well, I got to point out every fucking thing that we all see every day. Damn. And so here we go. Same Trump derangement shit. So check your Trump derangement when people talking about Democrats. It's okay. Because y'all don't get through talking about Republicans and white folks who support Trump, and then y'all vilify, y'all destroy anybody black that y'all think even remotely or even says his name. You're a Trump supporter. Fuck you, you ain't shit. I mean, just have bad feelings about them. Like, they're the ones who breaking into your house. It's just the weirdest shit. And by the way, I ain't never known a conservative black or Republican black that do a drive-by in no black neighborhood. But all these God-fearing motherfuckers, yeah, we for Obama. I ain't never seen no homeless or toothless motherfucker. Anyway. Let me tell y'all something. Get it together. Until we get a black agenda, we're going to keep this confusion going. It's all about not having a black agenda. Because see, if we had a black agenda, we don't give a fuck who the president was. But y'all, and most importantly, especially black men, pay attention to who your local leadership is. Your mayor, your city councilman, your district attorney. You know, the people that's really kicking black men in the ass. Child support. Who the judges in your county, in your city. Those are the people that's kicking your ass, not Trump. Yeah. Be they Republican or Democrat. All of them say, well, you know, Kamala Harris is following the law. And I guess that's what the Democratic judges do too. Mammy Tammy in Dallas was a Democratic judge, and she hugged the motherfucking murderer who murdered that black man sitting in his drawers eating cereal watching TV. She hugged the bitch and gave her a Bible, Democratic. So y'all so busy trying to get everybody Democrat, they the ones fucking you the worst. Because they're closest to you, thanks to you. Understand what I'm saying? Get that black agenda. It don't matter who the damn politician. If you got a black agenda, you can take it to them. So now we got to go and research, what is the black agenda? Well, if you read the scholars, if you want a copy of my book list, send me a message to my inbox, my messenger. I'll send you a copy of Rico's Black Book List so we can get caught up on this. I know some of you are probably insulted and believe you're much smarter than me, and that's fine. They say pride goes before the fall. You've heard that before? So, and we can all learn something new, but we can really learn something. Ask somebody black, well, so why do you support Trump? You know, if you find out somebody black that you know personally, why do you support Trump? Or why you consider yourself a conservative? Ask them questions. Don't cuss them out and have your attitude. Y'all worse than motherfuckers who are Christians and got attitude with people who are Muslims. Ask me, still black? And then find out what do these black Republicans do to hurt the black folks. I ain't never seen no black Republican. Woo! Make no rap songs and call you niggas all day long. I wonder how many black Republican females in the strip club shaking their booty cheeks. Y'all see how easy this shit is? And then if you see, y'all should go and stop. And another thing, stop calling those young black kids who go to the White House. Stop calling those young educated black kids who are in college. Stop calling them Uncle Toms and Mammies and Coons. Stop that. Y'all don't know nothing about them. Every time I see a video of them black kids going to Trump's, now I will agree, if that Terrence K. Williams, that little black fruity ass dude, to be thinking he's so funny trying to entertain white folks, now I'm with y'all on him. I don't like his little bitch ass either. That Terrence K. Williams, let him know I said, I don't like, he's a clown. He is a clown. He's a fool. He's a dumbass. But those other ones who are that's their political leanings. They're articulate. A lot of the women sound very feminine and sweet and demure. You know, a lot of the guys, they look masculine. They sound like intelligent, regular young men that any young black girl would be lucky to have. And a lot of them don't have that, which y'all require them to have that street swagger. They're learned, educated young men. They speak with proper English. But that Terrence K., them clowns, and guess what? I wasn't a huge fan of Diamond and Silk either. Whatever y'all said about them, that was fine. Because they went overboard. They were zealous. Little extra, they say. And that Terrence K. Williams, little punk-ass, little feminine-ass dude. He reminds me of, I ain't gay no more, Andrew Caldwell. I will not carry a purse. I will not lie with men. I like women. Sitting his ass in that Brandon Porter's church. No, he was at the Kojic. And y'all let him say that shit. Y'all let him say that shit. Just a fucking clown. And now he on here, excuse me, but sis, I'm not sis. Don't call me sis. All on social media with that bullshit. And they let it. That shit was hilarious. Hell, even the dude, hold on, y'all, I'm holding this fucking water. Even the guy that said, all right, everybody, hide your wife, hide your kids, they raping everybody out here. Now he's even, now he said, I ain't gay no more. He said it in a sense, and guess what? He got him a little girlfriend, he working hard. He's working hard. Trying to not go back to that sinful lifestyle. Y'all know who that guy is. You ain't heard nothing from him. You ain't heard about him falling off. Hell, even Donnie McClurkin around here secretly suffering. Right here. So I'm telling you, shit. I guess they say against the men who are gay, once you get dick, you can't quit. Is that what it is? But he's but Andrew said, he said that I ain't gay no more. Now where my $100? Cause that's all it was. It was a show. Brandon Porter out of Memphis. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Well, I know it happened like 7 years ago, but still you ought to be ashamed of yourself trying to pull that stuff out on people. Like they do gay transformation or gay transition or whatever they call that shit is. I call it a religious exorcism. You know, the Christ compels you, the Spirit of Christ compels you to not want to look at that man's body. The Spirit of Christ compels you to not want to rub his muscles. The Spirit of Christ compels you. Come on. Y'all know these people fucked up. My Lord. But I digress. Okay. Let me stop the foolishness. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all got to laugh at this shit. It's foolishness everywhere. Don't be so serious. Because when the goddamn election is over, ain't nobody gonna join me for no apple crown and Coke. When the pandemic is over, and to get through calling black conservatives or black people you think are black conservatives or black Republicans names and shit, trying to put them out the race, but the gang members, the strippers, and the drug dealers can remain. Y'all ain't win. All of us, Republicans, liberal, conservative blacks, we're not gonna sit down and have some crown apple and Coke and Coors Light at the tap at Buffalo Wild Wings. Come on, people, stop that. Y'all, when you think you're about to you're about to go into your Trump derangement syndrome, I want y'all to think of Frankie Beverly and break out in song in your head. We are one, no matter what it is, we are one. No matter what it is, whoa. Ooh. Just let that hit your head before you address somebody who you want to accuse of being a Trump supporter. Just let that "we are one" hit your brain. And I guarantee it's a soother, because Frankie Beverly is king, by the way. Shout out to Maze, the most awesome band that's created next to Commodores and Kool in the Gang. Amen. So, let me go on to this next one. I know y'all probably say, okay, Rico, you done drug that shit in the ground, but I felt I had to tell you finally, Trump derangement syndrome. And by the way, check out my YouTube channel. It's Rico the Opinionist. All I'll be doing is sharing my opinions about stuff and just reading, and there's a discussion on there right now. Go and like the page and share videos and all that kind of stuff. I appreciate it. Your subscription is most appreciated. Thank you so much. And I'll try to add more energy to it, because it's kind of laying dormant for a while, but I think I'm gonna start putting more stuff on it so we get off Facebook. They can, and we can talk more, and y'all can actually talk to me live on Facebook. And I got a way you can talk to me. It's called Yardstream. Yeah. But anyway, black women are the most disrespected, unprotected group. And I'm telling y'all, that narrative is dead. It's a goddamn lie. And I'm telling you, based on research and also just intelligence. I remember Malcolm X said that, but Malcolm was doing a speech in the middle of about 500 members of the Nation of Islam. So he was talking in that context about protecting their women. But he was encouraging people outside the nation also protect the women, because that was during that time when everybody was under direct attack, but mainly black men and black boys. Because if you do the statistics, you can see who was hung the most, who was beaten the most, who was, who was attacked the most is always black boys and black men. Now, we'll lift up those 4 little girls who was blown up in their church. And of course, that was tragic. But somehow that 60-year-old statement has made it into 2020. And we still got women talking about some black women are the most unprotected, the most disrespected group. And that is totally so untrue. It's never been really true. And I respect Malcolm. what he said. It would need to be said at that time, but that's not really true. The most disrespected and unprotected group in America and even in the black race is children. I don't understand how people have missed that. It's children. Children, babies and minors, they can't defend themselves. They can't help themselves, but grown-ass women can. So how the fuck they're most unprotected? A baby can't help nothing. A 5-year-old little boy and a little girl can't help nothing. A 15-year-old, children. Just like how it's funny how women get to put themselves ahead of every goddamn thing, like in the Me Too movement. They somehow were able to push a bunch of grown-ass women who went to a hotel room or an apartment 2 in the morning talking about a motherfucking movie script and a commercial and to hang out. You volunteer took some pills. You volunteer read the script and gave them some pussy. You volunteer auditioned for a commercial and they said, look and get this and give me some head. You 18 and up. You 19, 20, 25 years old. You grown. But a 6-year-old, 5-year-old, 12-year-old doesn't have the ability to ward off a grown-ass man or woman. So how in the fuck did women get ahead of pedophilia? How did Me Too get ahead of pedophilia in Hollywood? Do y'all understand? So when I hear people say that, I say, what a selfish, silly, uninformed person. Black women are the most unprotected. That's a goddamn lie. And you say in 2020, all these independent boss bitches, savages, yes, auntie bitches. What the hell need no protection? If anything, black men need protecting from them. They're running over black dudes, stabbing them, shooting them. Hell. Now, number 2 most unprotected is black men. Children first, then black men. I'm finna tell y'all something. Y'all, I don't know why y'all ain't picked this up. If you're a woman, and you live with your husband or your boyfriend, and an intruder is trying to break in the house, do you get up in your gown and run your ass up there to see, or you say, hey, Rico, go see who it is? You push me out there to go do it. And guess what? Guess who else was being protected? Y'all act like he didn't fucking exist. Breonna Taylor's boyfriend. Cops was shooting their ass off. He's shooting back at them, but somehow she the motherfucking martyr. It's her boyfriend. They put him in jail, tried to put a murder charge, attempted murder charge on him, and not one goddamn GoFundMe was started. And I'm taking responsibility as black men and black women and black people. And let you know, black men are not valued, except the women want your nut and they want your utilities and other resources. We were talking about some goddamn Breonna Taylor. And more stuff is coming out against her. Y'all need to read the news. Yeah. I'm not going to do that. But y'all just know, just all of a sudden, George Floyd, the one got choked out and killed. But we talking about some Breonna Taylor whose boyfriend was trying to fucking protect her. Eric Garner choked out and killed, but we talking about some say her name. Fuck y'all talking about? I'm not saying they're not worthy of being mentioned, but how in the hell they get changed? It never fails. Black men, pay attention. And women who like you, women who love your black sons, pay attention. And love your black husbands, pay attention. Who love your black fathers, pay attention. Who love your black brothers, pay attention. It never fails. When black men are the ones who are being hung, lynched, imprisoned at higher rates, but all of a sudden, Monica Presley gets her ass on Roland Martin talking about, well, they talking about Kamala Harris, yes, and the racism there, but to be a woman is difficult. So how the fuck did this talk come from incarceration of black men to how difficult it is to be a woman prosecutor? Black men, pay attention. Pay attention. Every chance you get, you are swept under the rug. And some of you too slow to even realize that your life is in danger every motherfucking day. So a lot of you so scared you either turn gay or go Greek or go gangster. 3 non-threatening entities in America. The gay black man, the Greek black man, and the church or the gospel black man. Gangster, Greek, gay. And I guess 4 is gospel. Those are the 4 non-threatening most non-threatening black men under white supremacy. They're not a threat to white supremacy. And I get sick of hearing that narrative, so I have to break it down all the time. And it's not to say you don't love our sisters, they don't deserve protection. But yeah, all the women, all the wives and girlfriends and daughters are being protected. But the Megan Thee Stallions of the world, y'all know who they are. You out here putting yourself in harm's way on purpose. Then you make a dumbass choice. Black men need to protect us. Ain't nobody finna, what the fuck, are you serious? Hell, black men need to be trying to protect other black men. Because everybody's gunning for black men. The white system, white women, and black females. When they don't have their way, they call their white daddy to control you. It's called child support. It's called calling the police and pressing false charges because you got a new girlfriend. Or she slap you on the face, you finally push her ass across the coffee table. He put his hands on me. You know, that shit is real. Hell. And guys, y'all stop repeating that dumbass shit. You are the most unprotected. And also, let's keep going. Black boys, when they come out of the mother's womb, they are the ones. Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu wrote a series of books called Countering the Conspiracy to Destroy Black Boys. They ain't wrote no damn books about countering the conspiracy to destroy black girls. Cause everybody fucking with black girls like that. You know how I know? Cause women, y'all don't shut up. Black women, we're the fastest growing business owners in America. We're the most educated group in America. We're the most college enrolled. See y'all. So if y'all got all this going on, that means ain't nobody fucking with you. What you talking about? Even when y'all mess with thugs, somehow the thugs die, and you still get to live to fuck other thugs. I can see that shit through my shades. Y'all see what I'm talking about? So stop saying that stupid shit. Hell, I'm looking at the news all the time. 2 grown-ass black women jumped this little black girl was it in Houston or Louisiana? It was Baton Rouge or New Orleans in this restaurant. They jumped on this little 17-year-old waitress because she couldn't see them all in the seat due to social distancing, so they got small, but all of a sudden, they jumping on the girl. So cut it out, it's black boys. Y'all look at these TV shows trying to just take black boys out. Look at this criminal justice system. They're shooting black boys in the face. The police, Tamir Rice, you think they had shot a police that shot a 12-year-old black girl in the face? We wouldn't hear the end of it. Should have been done. Y'all cut it out. Ain't no goddamn girls, and girls are running wild around here. Running wild because the system ain't fucking with them. It's black boys. We don't have nearly enough programs to address black boys. They got Girls Inc. and all kinds of shit. They ain't got nothing hardly for black boys. Every time I look around, we need somebody to mentor our young men. Well, no, the first thing you can do is get a father for them, sweetheart. Yeah, I'm talking about some mentors. That's setting them up too. You don't know about these dudes out here, weirdos. Then you can't even pick a good stepdad. A lot of you. So around here, it's boys. Because boys are a threat because they grow up to be men. The white power structure, men are a threat to other men. Women aren't a threat to shit. Women all over every race is viewed as tits and pussy. You're not viewed as a threat to anything. And get that out of your head, you're not that kind of powerful. You are a utility for Friday and Saturday night or when I need to shoot my nut somewhere. But I don't shoot, I use my condoms. I don't play that shit. You don't get me caught up. So far, so good. Ain't no wood out here to knock on. I'm just saying. Need some of y'all listen to Tom Leykis around here. That white boy on YouTube. Tom Leykis, Leykis. Check him out. And other men. You know, you conscious brothers out here, stop saying stupid shit. You know, the black woman is God. She did that. Stop saying that. That's not true. She's the creator of life. No, she isn't. She just pushes life through her vagina. She is what is called an incubator. The life comes from the man's nutsack. She even got dudes right here talking against other dudes. It's just crazy. And no one loves women more than I do, but I'm not because I like you gonna not tell the truth. This shit is ignorant. It's weird. It doesn't mean that we just like our mother. Oh, he must got a problem with his mother. He hates the black woman. Come on, y'all. That don't work with me. I'm bigger than that. I'm bolder than that. I'm above that. You gotta try something else a little deeper to get to penetrate through this into this. That shit doesn't work on me. Take one of these beta male simp punk motherfuckers who care about what names you call him. I don't give a fuck. One thing about it, if you don't like me, well, guess what? You know y'all said y'all outnumber us. So I got one down, I got 9 more, goddammit, to try to impress. If I want to. So alright? So cut the bullshit. Stop calling them dudes names if they don't kiss your ass. Yeah, if a real one, he don't give a fuck. Because if a real one knows I don't need but 2 things. Conversation or compensation to get your pussy. If my mouthpiece can't do it, well goddammit, I'm reaching in my pocket. And that usually does it before anything else. Allah, they let you grab him in the pussy. That's right. Woo! I know it's a little rough, and the sun is so, oh, it feels so good. And so, even in the movie Titanic, they say, use the lifeboats for the women and the children. And the men had to drown with the goddamn boat. You see what I'm talking about? In every war that's ever been waged on a city, a country, or nation, or even a village, the out loud, the cry has been said, kill the men, but spare the women. And y'all talking about women are most unprotected. Well, y'all know what that was about, right? Because women are not a threat. You can be annoying, you can be agitating and aggravating, but you're not a fucking threat. So cut it out. Cut it out. You know, it kept women around because women just bow down to whoever the authority, whoever the pimping is. You keep the women, they ain't gonna try to fight. What they gonna do? They ain't got no hands. They don't want the smoke. So they going on and get with it, start cooking, getting their cooch up, you know, reproducing with the victor in the war. It happened a lot. No, just it's happened now through the years. Whoever the winner is, where the winner is entitled to the spoils or the booty. According to the Viking history, the booty was the women. You understand how that works? The women were the treasure. They were the spoils went to the victor. You kill all the dudes, all the women left, he can fuck everybody up in there. That's what it's about. So ladies, I don't know who told, I know who did this. I know who did this, black ladies. Them goddamn white liberals and Democrats. Gave you free food stamps. See, gave you free food stamps. They gave you food stamps. They gave you Section 8. They gave you welfare checks and gave you total control over men through the family courts and child support system. That's why you believe that you're so powerful. And the police even gives you a break. Pull a black guy over, he literally have to worry about his life. Pull a black woman over, if she's smart enough, bat her eyelashes, pull that shirt down to about the 3rd button, open it up, push a little cleavage up there. You might get away with that $100 ticket, and that's the next day for you. You got the money for it. And he might even, if you're cute enough, he might say, you know what, baby, you slow down here. Don't let me catch you coming through here with your cute self. Okay, officer. Okay, oh, you ain't gonna catch me no more. Oh no, don't do it like that. Let me catch you, but you know, we'll talk about it if I happen to see you again. You hear me? All right now. Boom. Can't no man do that. Hell. So y'all stop saying that. And fathers who in the household are protecting their daughters. These women who decide, I don't need no man. I'm empowered. I'm a strong black woman. Well, you said, and also you who were following Black Lives Matter, when they say they want to dismantle the patriarchy, dismantle the nuclear family, the normal nuclear familial structure, meaning get rid of the man. When y'all subscribe to all of that, you're saying to black men, I don't want your protection. Because my t-shirt says, if you don't want my patriarchy, you don't want my protection. If you don't want my patriarchy, don't ask me for my protection. That's what my t-shirt says. You understand how this works, ladies? Be feminine, be demure, be inspirational, be sweet, and guys fall all over you. Be nice, be a woman, be a sweet, be a girl, use your femininity. A lot of you need to be retrained in charm school and retrained. Because unfortunately, these fatherless households, systematic fatherless households, have told the mothers to teach their daughters to be these strong persons. Don't depend on the man for nothing, which is fine. But then you made them all hard and tough, and then your sons go out here and start moving in with these strong feminist-minded women. Because they don't want no alpha male because they'll be bumping heads. So, man, so we go find a chick who's sweet and nice, who likes men. You know, because these old hard-hearted law degree heaven helpers, these PhD heaven helpers, they know all about the schoolwork, but they ain't got no motherfucking common or social sense. They can get drunk and dance and shit, but we get too close to them, you find out just how fucking deranged they are in their minds. So, like somebody cares about your degree. Ladies, teach your young 20-something-year-old daughters and granddaughters, don't nobody care about your goddamn degree. Now, no mother take that money off your hands, but we just want to know if you're pretty, you're nice, you like men, you're sweet, and you're cooperative. That's what men are about. We don't care about, yeah, I got a master's degree in this, I got a PhD in this, I got a law degree. Nobody cares. Even when you say it, it sounds annoying. Ain't nobody intimidated by that, because guys have choices. For you men who've been convinced that you don't have a choice, you're stupid. You have plenty of choices. Get your money right, on a clean collar shirt and make you happy, bro. Get a haircut and trim your beard up. You'll be surprised all the choices that you have. Yeah, get in the gym, fatso. Get rid of that belly. You'll be surprised how many options that you have, sir. Just have confidence in who you are as a man. Women like men. They don't like these insecure, non-confident fellas. Because women are just, you know how a dog can smell fear? That's ladies. Ladies can smell insecurity on men. And so that's why they decide how they're gonna handle you. Now the initial thing, they're gonna try to handle you, period, because that's what women do. Women are like kids. They like to fuck with you. But the way you handle it will determine how she respects you or not, your level of respect. Now you get in there and buy into her bullshit, and the best way you handle it is say, thank you so much, you enjoy your day here. And women can't stand rejection. What? To get the clutching pearls. Oh, no, he didn't. Girl, he gay. No. He's a self-confident man who's not going to put up with your bullshit because you think you're pretty. It's just how it works, ladies. I told y'all in so many words. Now, so do y'all understand that black women are not the most unprotected, disrespected group? Here, women disrespect each other. They watch all these shows that disrespect black women. They be laughing and promoting their behavior. They don't try to get those shows canceled. They watched Scandal for 7 years, thought that was appropriate for a black woman, an educated black woman. Her first season on the show, she turned down a black man who was, let me stop walking and tell y'all this. She turned down the engagement of a black man who was a senator, accomplished black man who proposed marriage to her. And she told him in these words, I want something difficult. I want a struggle. Go find that scene when she turned down that senator, that congressman, who wanted to marry Olivia Pope's old whorish ass. She turned that down so she can be the Negro bedwench, the side bitch to a married man with a wife, married white man with a wife. She let him have her all in closets and under beds and behind trees and the back of cars and shit. What a slut. Now, this is supposed to be some accomplished black woman, and black women celebrated that. They had scandal parties. They even had black dudes watching this bullshit. So, y'all see why I can't hardly take black women seriously? I can't. Because I see what you do. So don't tell me about your intellect. I watch what you do. And y'all kept this show on there for 7 seasons. And wanted more. That shit was crazy. It's crazy. Nobody came out and said, you know what, that's not representative of black women. We don't like that portrayal. No organized black female group came out against that show saying that that's misrepresentation of who we are as black women. We are not someone's side piece. We're not someone's Negro bedwoman, bedwench. No. They attacked everybody else who like, well, you must be a hater. You must be against her strength. She's a strong black woman. She's a queen. Their portrayal of Olivia Pope was pitiful. It was disgusting. Who the fuck is that? And Kareem said, so true, never watched or heard about. Yeah, the shit is crazy. Let's do better. So they are not them. They only want protection from black men when it's convenient. And that's not how we roll. That's not how black men roll. And black men, you need to teach your sons to stop jumping in front of cars for hoes. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. A lot of black men are losing their lives trying to protect people who don't deserve it. And then you black dudes stop fighting other black men over women. If she starts the bullshit, let him and her finish it. And then you break up with her. Move on. Because there are plenty of women that you can choose from. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. Middle East, all kinds of women that you can choose from. Women who don't start fight with other men. I'm gonna go get my man. Wait till my boyfriend get here. You done talk shit. Now I'm finna pull you into some bullshit, probably, if not a beat down, but some pistol play that can end your life. And just like in the movie Crash, I never watched it, but I understood at the end, the very cop that felt up all between her legs and shit, she hugged on him like her savior at the end of the movie. I was supposed to watch bullshit like that, and they got Negro said, man, that was a good movie. That was a good movie. That was propagandized bullshit. Even though she was mixed, but she was still representative of, I guess, woman of color. Like that movie Crash. He had done all that shit, emasculated her black man. She emasculated him because she wanted him to, let me tell you something, that stupid that she was. He was telling her to shut the fuck up, but she still, she wouldn't shut up. And then they pulled him out the car. He like, God damn. They roughed him up and shit. They were high class, whatever. But cops treat them both like they want shit, like they worked at the third shift at McDonald's. She wouldn't shut the fuck up. So he went to rubbing on there and gall all between her legs and shit, and then she was mad and shit. I guess she wanted him to snatch away from the police and say, get your motherfucking hand off my wife, nigga. And get killed and stunned or something for her honor. What kind of shit is that? And then turn out, she around here at the end of the movie, hugging and grabbing him like, thank you, old white savior. Thank you, white savior. And he got to be redeemed from being the complete, total son of a bitch throughout the movie. Y'all think I'm gonna waste my brain and watch that bullshit? Not watching that. I already know this shit because I read what the scholars wrote in the 90s. They already taught me about that bullshit. They're propagandized, and women just fall hook, line, and sinker for it. Black folks who don't read fall hook, line, and sinker for that trash. Hell, yeah, I said it. So, I'm not saying women don't deserve to be, let's go back to the 80s and 90s. I was a teenager and a young adult. If a woman was minding her own business and a man walked up to her, and all of us saying this is how brothers behaved in this regard. And the man said, how you doing? My name is, what's your name? She said, my name is such and such. Oh, he said, so you with anybody? She's like, no, but I'm just sitting here alone. I'm okay if it's all right. Or she like say no. I mean, just as polite as that. Now if he says, oh damn, what you come here for? What you waiting on? Can't no man talk to you? And she like, no, it's not it. I just want to enjoy my drink and just enjoy my. And he started talking crazy. Then brother said, come on man, don't do that. Brother, ease up. She's not bothering you. She's not bothering anybody. Now I'm with that. Because a woman who's being as a lady, by the way, fellas, women can turn you down if they fucking want to. They ain't got to accept your number, but even when I was a kid, can they get your number? No, you can't get my number. Why not? I don't just like you like that. Well, bitch, I don't like your motherfucking ass either. Ugly ass, hoe strike pussy. I mean, just went crazy. Guys, get your egos in check. So that's the stuff that black men are more apt to, protect, ladies. We get that. But if you around here cussing out your boyfriend, or cussing out some man, all he tried to do was talk to you, and I've seen this too. And I remember I was in the spot, I tried to warn this young fella, do not go up there talking to them broke-ass broads, sitting up there on that stool. But, you can't control it because it's a drinking environment. It's Saturday night. It's a bar, club. Music is popping. He had this beer in his hand, and it was three young ladies sitting on the stoop. I was in front of them. I just looked back. I saw them. I said, because one thing about me, I don't go up to groups of women and talk to them. That's a danger zone and no-no for anybody. But you got these dudes to go up and talk to chicks. Instead of who he trying to talk to, instead of her being a woman, if she likes him, she don't know how to separate. So, yeah, you can buy me a drink. We can go sit over here and talk like they used to do back in the day. She let her little ugly homegirls talk her into acting stupid with them. So, I saw what's going to happen before it happened. He walked this little average self over there, and these hoes were less than average. He talked to the one on the end. It's 1, 2, 3. He talked to this one on the end. And I just casually looked back, and I watched it go down, as a kind of look back. He said, sudden. She's like, no. And then I count down, 4, 3, 2, 1. All three of those women broke out in this ignorant, hysterical laughter. He hadn't even walked off good. And that pissed me off. I like, Rico, turn around. Don't say anything. Because my words to those chicks probably would have caused me to get kicked out by the bouncer. Because when I saw that, I was like, ladies, I would have been like, let me tell y'all something. I wanted to just say, ladies, that was totally unnecessary. Why y'all do that? Hell, he just like any other guy. He just come up and saying what's up. His mistake was coming up and talk to ugly ass hoes. That was his mistake. But you get to drinking, everybody get, all the women get to look like a Holly Berry, as Miss Ellis say, I'm drinking that Belvedere. And and just it's part of Friday night. But he didn't know, you don't talk to women in a group. You catch one off to herself, shoot your line. That's why, ladies, when you go into the bathroom, dudes be right there. Little mama, how you doing? What's up with you? Shit, get at me, come out the bathroom. Let me get your number. Trying to catch you. I know that's annoying. That's what guys do, ladies. And so, guys do protect. But we're not like Sierra said in her video. Go look at that trash she called Back to the Root, or whatever the fuck that shit is. She's about 10 months pregnant, twerking. I'd like my man to be my pet. I can sick him or some shit like that. Like, wow. And ladies, y'all don't find that offensive, her saying that about men? Fellas, y'all didn't pay attention to that? I pay attention to a lot of words when I'm listening. I listen to that shit. I said, well, what a little bitch. So anyway, guys do protect. And so y'all need to tell these black feminists and those who get mad at me, well, we need some protection. What y'all need is birth control protection. That's what a lot of you motherfuckers need. You need protection from semen. That's what you need. Learn that, get that protection. Demand that protection, goddammit. Yeah, demand that he wears a condom. That's the protection you need. You need to wear some protection. That's the protection y'all need to be talking about y'all need here. I'm talking about some men need to, and black men don't protect black women. Every time I look around, some feminist black chick putting out a dumbass tweet. and sisters are big up in that shit. I know it's a lot of y'all who don't agree with what these little dumbass women are saying, but I need y'all to stand up against them and shout them down. Because y'all talking about other YouTubers and folks on Facebook telling them, black men to go elsewhere. They're not doing it because they don't like black women. We're trying to save black men's lives. Get away from even the danger within our own race. Black women, for the most part, are the right hand of white supremacy. You are the employees of the white supremacist white male system because you're the recipients of his LBJ welfare. You understand? Now, y'all can say not all, but y'all debate that amongst yourselves. Yes. High road. Now, let me get to this final one. Black men, what do we want in politics? What are our political issues? What is it that we want? What is it that we want? Because we can't seem to come up with a list. I need y'all, if you're a black man on here right now, let's see. Let me know what you want. Let me know what you want. I think you would think that you have more black men lining up to say, look, we deserve protection from police immunity laws, meaning they can shoot us unarmed and not be prosecuted and go to jail at the larger numbers they need to go. Number two, we want protection from the systematic attacks on black boys. Black boys are the highest of suspended, the highest or put into special ed based on so-called behavior, but not because of academic acumen or lack thereof. Black boys are directed to special ed more than any group. Targeted. How about protection from these child support laws? Just because I had sex with her, I got to pay for it, but she gets benefit. I get penalized for using my penis, but she gets a profit for using her pussy. That is what, see how these issues, black men, I'm telling you, why aren't we standing in line? Why aren't we meeting on these issues? And stop saying stupid shit. Well, you need to learn, be careful where you stick your penis. Why come she can't be careful where she opens her legs before she start crying? He needs to support his kids. He needs to pay for his fucking kids. You wouldn't have had no kids had you not open your legs and let him shoot his little non-payment penis in your body. Damn. How come I know this? And what are other policies, black men, you think we should have? That's the stuff. What are your policies? Write it on the page. Share this page. And mess with me on the Cash App. I got 2 of them up there. And come to my Facebook page. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have one called Rico Rivers, the Facebook page. But I also have one, a YouTube channel called Rico the Opinionist. Go and subscribe. And I'll continue to put content on there for us to have a conversation about. You dig? So what are the policies, brothers? What do you think we should be talking about? Should it be, how about black men get the same treatment, or men get the same treatment as women get? If a 15-year-old boy gets a girl pregnant, he should have the right, or a man gets a woman pregnant, he should have the right of refusal. Meaning, if she gets to refuse to have an abortion of a baby he doesn't want, well, he gets to have the right to refuse to pay for a baby he told her not to have, he didn't want. Like Dave Chappelle told y'all, well, y'all listen, I saw the damn thing. Dave Chappelle dropped a lot of jewels under the guise of a punchline. See, I can look past the laughter and hear the truth. If you can abort it, goddammit, I can abandon it. Don't that sound right, fellas? They need to redo that. Get some rights, father's rights, some real father's rights. Those of you who are participating, being forced or volunteer in the child support or family court system, y'all need to say, hey, they need to strike down this assumption in the courts that women automatically make the better parent. Why aren't y'all fighting like they see? I just gave y'all 3 or 4 fucking things that we should be fighting for politically. If a black boy becomes a father at 15 years old, it shouldn't be the assumption that he has to go out and work and be a man. While she gets to get Section 8, he should be able to get Section 8 as well. He should be able to get food stamps as well, because he got a baby to take care of, remember? Well, you know, the baby in the woman's custody. Why? The court should look at it both ways. If she's 15 years old, her parents taking care of her, and it should be some old hood-ass parents, and they on Section 8. Well, he doesn't have all that, so give it to the 15-year-old father. Oh, no? You can give it to a 15-year-old girl, but not a 15-year-old father? Y'all see, fathers, let me tell y'all something, black men. We got a lot to be worried about. Than worried about is fucking Trump the president or not. But see, as long as you vote Democrat, black men, you're not going to get that what I just said. It's going to have to be someone in the conservative seat to make those happen. Because one thing about black men, we are naturally conservative. We like order. We like discipline. Women usually chaos and got their hands out. Like your daughters do. Daddy, can I have $500? You 16, why don't you have a job, baby? But daddy, no, it's daughters and women. They always got their hand out to a man. But can a man put his hand out to another man? Hell no. He's told to go out and work and get it. So everything men have, they've worked and they created it and they went out and got it. So that's what I'm saying. A conservative president, a conservative mayor, conservative city council will pretty much get men what they want, because men are hunter, gatherers, protectors, providers. But these Democratic candidates, they only cater to women and gays and Hispanics and immigrants. And so, not heterosexual men, or heterosexual black men. All those things I named, you won't be able to get it under the Democratic Party. You have to go to a more conservative side. Because conservatism is about male patriarchy, for the most part. And guess what? The women, under conservative leadership, they fall in line and say, yeah, go ahead, let him go and run shit. I'll reap the benefit. Can I go back to women saying they're the least unprotected again real quick? I want to challenge everybody, because a lot of you live in the suburbs now. You know, if you went to college, you got a pretty good job, or you created a successful business. A lot of you don't live in the black ghettos anymore. You ride through there to get the soul food or to get the dope. Go to the jug joints, and some of you husbands cheating on your wives, go get that good hood coochie out there. I know you out there, goddammit. Oh yeah. Yeah. Or cheating on your girl, your sweet suburban, your sweet AKA suburban girlfriend, but you go out there and mess with Tasha and Kiki in South Dallas and Pleasant Grove. She got that good, son. Trust me. I know it, no cliff. But anywho, You go there for that. So what I'm saying is, I want to put this challenge out to you. Go back to your old neighborhood and count the number of old black women over 60. Okay, that count keeps going, huh? Now count the number of old black men over 60. 5. So how the hell 13 to 25 women get to live in the ghetto over 60, sitting on the porch, but you don't hardly see no old black men? But women are the least protected. And also, you had grandmothers and aunties that's over 65 or 65 and over. You know, I buried my 3rd husband. Damn, you had 3 husbands? All of them died? She must ain't lift her finger to do shit. They all must have protected her. Y'all, are y'all listening to the language that people say? So I hear all this shit. Maybe I think because I'm an Aquarius and that's all we do. We just sit around and we listen and process things analytically. They say it to our face all the time. Your job is utility. And then they always say, you know, the oldest living being was, they called her Lucy. Not Jermaine, but women are so unprotected. My God. Y'all got some protection, you got protection overload. Y'all get to live full, long-ass lives well into your 70s and 80s. Black men are lucky if we make it to 50 good. And then you say, well, because, you know, poor health and all that. No. Because a lot of you women out there purposely pick these guys who are living dangerous lives. Thugs and hooligans, and they shot. Here you go, you 19 years old, pregnant with a baby. My child's father got killed. Well, I guess so. He was the top fucking ranking guy in the Crips. He was the top motherfucker selling dope in your neighborhood. Of course, you expect him to be here when the baby was born? Get out of here. See, that's the stuff. I hear everything, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but do that. Go back to your old neighborhood and count all the old black men and old black women. You're going to see they number black men, outnumber them, shit, 10 to 3. Every other porch, there's some old black woman. But you don't hardly see no old black men. And all of them had children, too. So that means they was with those women. So how the hell those women outlast the men? And so often. Because the women don't do no real work in this society. They don't do no harsh fighting. They do a lot of yelling and screaming, but men get out there with their hands and their bodies and do the fighting. It's different when you can yell on the motherfucking YouTube channel. You can yell with a sign. But men fight with their hands and their bodies. So we're going to have to respect that again, fellas, and stop saying, that's so unprotected. Shut up. These chicks around here fighting in airports and shit. And then not one cop called. Y'all see that thing that happened? Hell, a couple of times. They beat up that so-called Becky. They fighting up in there. Fighting. All in the Waffle Houses. Fighting in the parking lots. Fighting. Police barely called. Well, that 2 black men have an argument in the parking lot of Burger King. 5 cars show up and police guns drawn. So I want to hear that shit about so I'm fucking protected. There's sex trafficking girls. You mean the girls that run away at 15 years old from the mama who had caught all kinds of bitches and hoes and her boyfriend won't stop sneaking in her room at night? You mean those who run off to sell pussy just survive to get away from a fucked up household? You mean those sex trafficked girls? Get out of here. We don't never tell the whole truth. And about just snatching black girls. They running off from home from these mean ass mamas and these old fucked up stepdaddies. See, we're not thinking. And we see this shit all the time. I mean, that little chick that just stopped going to school at 14, walking the streets in the daytime, out there, and knows she can't do shit else. She ain't old enough to get no job, so she started working at Butte. And unfortunately, dudes, hey, they see something tender, and is she thick enough, she can get it. That's called real world. That's why fathers, try to teach your daughters. And mothers, stop getting jealous of your daughters when they get 15 and get a little body on them, and you start getting jealous. Yeah, I said it. You notice that more men are looking at your 16-year-old daughter than your 39-year-old wide ass and wide back and big arms. You dig it? Because that happens too. So, but you talking about, they're snatching our girls, and no, they're not. These little chicks are running away from home, from these old horrible homes. They out there prostituting themselves to survive. They're not being sex trafficked now. The prostitution game is a hard game. Some of them don't make it. If they make it, they're gonna have a few teeth missing. There's about 5 healing black eyes. Their prostitution game is real out here. They robbing these little chicks and everything, beating them up. Yeah, especially if she ain't got no pimp. She got a pimp. His ass whooping if she ain't brought no money back like she's supposed to. Or the Johns whooping her ass because they know she ain't got no pimp. Y'all dig that? Okay. So now it's time for me to go ahead and get my run on. Mess with me on the Cash App on your way out. Thank y'all so much for always walking with me as I do my morning chat. The sun is doing this thing. Y'all, please, everybody, please, don't sit in the house all the time. I know a lot of people aren't. When I'm saying come outside, walk at least 30 minutes, let the sun hit your body, and get that beautiful tan. And also appreciate the weight loss that comes with that. And walk and drink plenty of water. Take care of yourself. And then, as always, when I'm done with my lives, look, love all my people. When I'm talking, I'm just talking and ranting. I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking. But if it happens to land on your front door, please charge it to my head and not to my heart. Because y'all have been on my lives, you know I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking and expressing my thoughts. No one loves black people more than I do. But I also don't have a problem with pointing out the bullshit in our community and those who behave as bullshit. As those of you who, if you find a need to, you point at me as well. But one thing different between me and a lot of others, I ain't gonna get mad about it and go into denial if the behavior is true. You dig? So anyway, still beautiful out here. The wind is out here. It's breezy and the sun is still shining very nicely. You know, it's just shining. It ain't blazing yet. And I appreciate that. So I'm going to get my stroll on. I'm going to start running now. I walked around this damn thing probably like 15, damn near 20 times, I'm sure, because I've been talking a minute. But share this live. Thank y'all so much. Check out my YouTube channel. Until next time, this is Morning Live Chat with Rico. Peace, y'all. Take my shades off so I can do this right. Bye, y'all.